Hey beautiful people, what is up and welcome back to my channel. I am Jamila and I love all things beauty. I love all things makeup, I love all things skincare, and I especially love sharing my tips and tricks on how to find high-end and luxury beauty products at bargain prices. If that sounds like something you are interested in, I would absolutely love if you would consider subscribing and joining the family. Okay, you guys already saw, today we're gonna be doing a little bit of a haul. First things first, I am getting over a cold, so my voice probably sounds a little bit different. Don't judge me, it is what it is. Yes, people still get colds nowadays. It is not the Rona. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't be masking, vaxxing, and testing. So do what you need to do to be safe. So I do have my tea with me, so I will be taking a lot of tea breaks because my voice is just coming back, like just on demand. So I'm going to be taking my tea throughout. And if it feels like the video is a little bit choppy, it's because I probably am editing out my coughing fits. So don't judge, okay? Proceeds to have a coughing fit. Okay. All right. So today I'm back with a good old haul. This is kind of ironic because it's coming right off of the heels of me doing a video talking about how crazy makeup prices are. But we had a huge holiday weekend a couple of weeks back, Memorial Day weekend, and a lot of products went on sale. So I did end up buying a couple of things, so I have a lot to share with you all. I also did purchase a couple of things pre-Memorial Day, so I'm just adding those in as well. So it's just a bunch of stuff that I picked up during the Memorial holiday weekend as well as kind of like before that. So I'll try to flag which was before and after and let y'all know. You all know. Okay, let's dive in. Okay, so I have everything in this giant box, mainly because I purchased from a bunch of different websites, and I am not a huge fan of just having a ton of boxes just laying around my apartment. So I transferred everything into this one giant box for you guys. So I'm just gonna go through and I will talk about where I got each product from, you know. All right, so let's talk about the last order that came in, and that was actually an order I placed with Colourpop. Now, you guys have heard me say a bajillion times, I do not shop from Colourpop. So you're probably surprised with seeing me pick up Colourpop products. But what I have heard good things about when it comes to Colourpop is the eyeliners. And I've been looking for some colored liners to use in my waterline because I've been really getting into having nice colored liner in my waterline for my looks. So I picked up this Colourpop Color Outside the Liner collection. So it pretty much has every single color. You get like the browns, the blacks, some blues, some greens, and then some kind of like bright pinks, oranges here. So I think this will keep me covered. So the original price of this liner kit is $88. I got it for $61.60. And I do believe you get, how many is in here? 20 liners. So 20 liners for $60. That's actually a really, really good price because it comes up to a very affordable price per liner. The other thing that I picked up from Colourpop was the child. I'm channeling my Cara here. Now, I have always been interested in this palette because of Cara from Beauty and the Frizz, so I decided to go ahead and grab it. Now, this one did arrive a little bit broken, so I'm going to do my best to not make the shadow pop out. These two shades are a little bit shattered, but it's a beautiful green eyeshadow palette. I wish it had more depth to it. I think like it looks like it has more depth online than in person, but I really have to play with this to see how it performs. And it's really, really tiny. But I love green eyeshadow, so those were the two things that I picked up from Colourpop. I feel like I'm setting myself up to be disappointed. You guys know how I feel about Colourpop. It's just not for me, so I'm probably going to be disappointed, but it is what it is. Next, I have a couple of products that I picked up from Ulta, and that is the Juvia's Place Olori palettes. So I picked up Olori 3 and Olori 1. I can't remember why I picked this up. Hopefully it will come to me soon. But these were on sale, I believe, like $7. So this is Olori 3. Really beautiful eyeshadow palette, just stunning. Now, the Juvia's Place formula is one that is amazing, but I don't really reach for my Juvia's Place palettes. But these color stories actually did call to me, so hopefully this works well. And this is Olori 1. I will say Juvia's Place has some of the best packaging. And this is the one that I was super duper interested in. I am really looking forward to using these shades, and I think paired with the orange and the green, it's just gonna be stunning. In addition to the Juvia's Place palettes, I also picked up the Bare Minerals blenders. So this is the real reason why I placed an Ulta order, because I was super interested in trying this. I actually really love the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Blush formula. So I was super interested in getting this because I It's supposed to be a blush and a bronzer. I don't know if it's going to work like that, so we'll see. So I picked up Kiss of Rose and Kiss of Copper. So here we have Kiss of Copper, and here we have Kiss of Rose. They look a little similar on camera, so hopefully there's a bigger difference on the face. We'll have to see. So that was all I picked up from Ulta, and now switching to my Sephora order. Why did I buy... So the first thing I picked up is this Sephora Contour Blush Palette. I was on a blush kick, y'all. So anything that had blush in the title, I was like, ooh, I need to get that. Pretty sure this was $14. So it's a really beautiful blush palette. And you get a ton of just shades that I think are perfect for medium to deep skin tones. So you get some really nice, sort of more natural looking blush shades in my opinion. And this white, I believe, is like a highlighter. So I am really looking forward to trying this palette. This was made in China. I will say that Sephora collection does have some really interesting and lovely products. I know they have some products that were made in Italy, some that were made in Germany and France. So it's one that you shouldn't sleep on. The Sephora collection line does have some really, really decent products. Now, I also picked up 2 blushes from Jouer because they were on sale for $22 a piece. One of them did arrive broken, so it's supposed to come here today. Actually, let me go check my mail and come back and see if that new one arrived. Okay, so it hasn't arrived yet, so I'll just show you guys what I have. So the first shade that I have is Coquette. I will say the outer packaging, and this is stunning. And these are the shades from Coquette. So we have Seduce and Tease Me. And I love this because it is a purple toned blush, which I don't have a ton of. And I am anxious to see how this would work for me because sometimes purple blushes can make you look a little bruised. So fingers crossed we won't have that problem. And then the next shade that I picked up was the shade Passion. Now this is the one that I really, really wanted. So I'm really sad that it came broken. Again, same beautiful packaging. So you can see, completely shattered, but it has this really rich orange shade here. And this is what I was really, really interested in trying. So like I said, the new one is supposed to arrive today. So fingers crossed that that one comes okay. If you shop from Sephora, you know that they will throw your products in a box with a piece of paper and be like, may the odds be in your favor. I don't understand why Sephora packages their products so horribly. Like, we talk about waste from people returning products, but what about the waste from Sephora and Ulta shipping products that will literally break so easily because it's not packaged well? Anyways, that's for another chatty get ready with me. Let's continue with this haul. So next, I placed an order with Trxie Cosmetics. Now, Trxie is a queer-owned brand, so I'm always really happy when I get to support, you know, brands from smaller communities or minority communities. And they just released a bronzer line with some lip balms. Now, bronzer is the second most favorite part of my routine, so I had to pick up the bronzer. I wasn't sure what shade I was going to be in, because to be quite honest, the range looked really nice. So there are 4 bronzers, and each bronzer comes with 2 shades as well as a highlight. So the way in which Trxie described it is that the bronzers are meant to be able to bronze you at your lightest and then at your deepest. So kind of like throughout the year, as you know, you get darker in the summertime. So I like that concept because it does create more versatility. Like, I hate that there are larger brands like Miss Charlotte Tilbury that is only releasing 4 bronzers and there's no real option to like mold and mix it into your shade. So anyways, there's a whole different rant. But first of all, this is the box that it comes with, and this is the compact packaging. Look at how freaking cute this is. Yellow is such a beautiful, happy color, and this is the shade Groovy Gardenia. This is the deepest of the 4, so you'll see there's a lighter bronzer, a deeper bronzer. You can obviously pick and choose or mix and match to get your perfect shade, and then a highlight here. Now this would be too deep of a highlight for me, so I could mix this with all of these to get a really glowy bronzer if I wanted to, or I could stick with the matte shades. So I am so excited to try this. And then I picked up the second deepest shade, and that is Free Love Fresia. I'm pronouncing that very wrong. And these bronzers were made in the USA. So this is the second deepest shade. So you can see that this one is still pretty rich. And honestly, I could probably have just gotten away with getting this one. So you have 2 bronzer shades that you can mix and match, as well as this highlight shade, which I feel is more of a shimmer bronzer than a highlight. So if you wanted it, you could use it as a highlight, but for my complexion, it just might be a little bit too deep for a highlight. Let me show you both of these next to each other so you can see the depth in these palettes. Oh wait, I think this one is the deepest. Wait, which one is the deepest? Oh no, this one is definitely the deepest. So you have Groovy Gardenia, which is the deepest shade, and then Free Love Frisia, which is the second deepest shade. So beautiful and rich. Now, when those bronzers released, there was a promotion where if you bought the bronzer and the brushes, you would get $10 off your order, which made the bundle like $41. So I ended up doing 2 bundles, which I thought was great. So you get 2 travel size brushes plus that huge bronzer for $41. So amazing price. So the first brush that came with the bundle is a travel sized bronzer brush. So you get this really cute yellow handle, and look at that. It is adorbs. It is perfect for travel, a perfect size, and you get sort of the white with the pink tipped bristles. It does feel very soft, I will give it that. And then you get a highlighter brush. So this Trxie just said it was like designed to fit into the highlight portion of that bronzer. So this is what that looks like. And I think this handle is really nice for like even everyday use. I know it's designed for travel because it's a little shorter than average. For example, this is like a Morphe full-sized, and this, so it's not even that much shorter in my opinion, but this is gonna be a really nice highlight brush. So I have 2 of these because, like I said, I bought 2 bundles to get the 2 bronzer shades. Okay, I probably should have bought 1. I couldn't help it. Y'all know I love me a good bronzer. Now, sticking with bronzers, Colored Raine actually had a huge sale compared to the other sites that I saw because they had all of their products for 50% off. So the first thing that I picked up was their bronzer. This is in the shade Cinnabe, and I've heard so many people say that this is spot on dupe for the Rihanna Fenty bronzer in the shade Coco Naughty. So the packaging is very, very, very basic. So it's nothing to write home about. You just have the logo and then the information on the back. And when you open it up, this is the shade here. So it definitely does seem like it leans a little bit more neutral than red. And let me show you guys my Coco Naughty, which has the biggest pan in it. I'm so proud of myself. And this is supposed to be a dupe for Coco Naughty. I don't know if you can tell with the very little that's left in here, but sources say that these are spot on dupes. In addition to the bronzer, I also picked up 2 of the eyeshadow bases. So in the shade Wheat and Desert Sand. Now, I typically don't use eyeshadow primers specifically to prime my lids. I like to go in with a concealer and, you know, just be done with that. But I decided to give this a chance. I am really interested in seeing if eyeshadow primer does have a difference than if I apply concealer. So we'll see if that works. It was like $6, so really good at the 50% off price. And then the last thing I picked up from Colored Raine was the brush bundle. Now, I love that it comes in this mesh bag. What I like when it comes to makeup bags is that it's completely transparent so I can see inside. So I love that I can completely see inside. I think this is also really great for the beach because what it means is that, you know, sand and everything will filter through and not collect on the bottom. So yay, that's gonna be a beach bag. But these are all of the brushes that I picked up. I love the, you know, brown ombre handle of these brushes. So it definitely does feel like really luxe, really weighty. This is the powder brush. Huge powder brush. Very, very soft. So with the brush collection, you get 3 face brushes and then you get 7 eye brushes. What I love about this eye brush bundle is that you don't get any spoolies in here. I feel like everybody has 1,000,001 spoolies because every brush set comes with a spoolie and we don't need any more. We really don't. So I'm glad that I just have like really good blending brushes from what I can tell, and it looks like a nice sturdy brush for packing on cream shadows. So to show you guys up close, here are the 3 face brushes. So this one is a really nice big chunky powder brush. This one is a sort of angled face brush, which I think would be really good for like bronzer. And then you get another angled brush, which I think would be really good for blush. In the eye brush bundle, You get 3 blending brushes, which I love because I do a lot when it comes to blending. So you get a big blending brush, you get a medium one, and then you get a small. So you can really get into, like, you know, detailed work if you wanted to, and you have a bigger one for more fluffy work. So that's really nice. There's also a pencil brush and a liner brush for some really nice detailed work. This is another blending brush, just really small and pointed. And then the flat shader brush. So I think that this is a solid set. I wish there were more flat brushes to apply like shadow to the lid, but I can live without it. So that was everything from Colored Raine. Next up, Luna Beauty. Now I have one palette from Luna Beauty. I still haven't tried it yet. I actually won it in a giveaway from Queer Bones, so was really excited. And then I saw that Luna Beauty was having a 20% off sale. They don't often have sales. And I guess it's part of it is being an indie brand. So with 20% off, I thought, why not pick up some things? I was really looking to try the new blush palette, but that wasn't on sale. So I went with the old blush palette as well as the Eternal Eclipse palette. Now this is stunning. I've already looked at it. I haven't swatched anything yet, but I love that the packaging is really textured and raised. So it's really beautiful, and it's just stunning. And it's very weighty. I will say that it was nice and heavy and felt pretty luxe in the hand. Now when you open it up, these are the colors here. So you get the blue shades, you get some neutral shades. So it's a nice sort of blue neutral color story. And what I love about this is that after looking at this row of mattes, I'm like, every single shade in here will work for me. None of this is too dusty or too ashy for my complexion. So I am very excited to have a palette that has a ton of depth, where all the shades would work well for me. Now, that being said, that's the eyeshadow palette. The blush palette, I'm looking a little sideways at because, I don't know, it looked a lot richer in pictures than in person. So this is the blush palette, similar to the eyeshadow palette. It is raised, and it has, these features are textured, so I love that you can really interact with the palette. It also does feel pretty weighty, and when you open it up, these are the shades here. So, I don't know, like this feels like it's going to be too dusty on me. I don't know if these are meant to be contour. No, they have to be. These are all blushes. I don't know. I'm just going to say that. I think that they might be too light for me. At least some of them, at least these two, or even these two, like this, I don't know. So, we'll have to see. I will say that I did watch one review, of someone that's like of a medium complexion, and they said that this had a lot more pigmented than this had a lot more pigment than they expected. So I'm hoping that even though these look a little light in the pan, they will show up pretty well on me. Although I did see one review of someone that's darker than me that was like, I don't know. So maybe this was a waste, maybe. But we will try. We will try and see. I really want to get the new one though, because that one does seem a little bit richer and deeper and more appropriate for like my complexion. But the new products went on sale. Oh, I forgot to mention, I did get this little free Bum Bum cream from Sephora with my order. And the last thing I picked up from Luna Beauty was a liquid lipstick. And this was because I needed to meet shipping. Literally, that was the entire reason. So this is in the shade, what is the shade? Hallows Eve. So it is kind of like an orange terracotta shade. So, you know I love me some orange lipstick. I think this is a matte lipstick. So hopefully this isn't too drying on me, and I'll get to try the lipstick formula. Okay, so next, Odin's Eye. I did pick this up before the Memorial Day weekend. It just took a while to ship. You guys know Odin's Eye is an international brand, so it's coming from pretty far. It's coming from Sweden. The first thing that I picked up is the Solmane 2 or Solman, I don't know how to pronounce it, 2 palette. And can I just say, the sleeve to this palette is stuck on. So hard to get off, so hard. But this is the palette, really gorgeous. Like, I love the packaging on this. Odin's Eye always wins when it comes to packaging. And here are the shades. Look at that. It's so freaking gorgeous. I can't deal. It's so beautiful. I can't wait to play with this. What I love about it is that they've curated rows for us. So we have a blue row, a purple row, and a more sort of not neutral, but kind of like copper orangey row. So I'm really excited for this one. And since I was on the site anyways, I decided to go ahead and pick up the Hella palette. Now this is a part of the Legendary Diversa collab, so this is a limited edition palette, and I believe this was the last restock, so I figured why not? I already have the other 3, let me just complete my collection. So this is the color story of the Hella palette. It is a beautiful green pink color story. I will say that it didn't initially appeal to me, but now that I have it, I am really excited to try it out. This hot pink shade is calling my name. Can't wait to put this on my eyes. And this last row here that's kind of deep and grungy, stunning. So I do have these 2 Odin's Eye palettes. I'm planning to do at least a review on this one, but we'll see. We'll see. Things have been busy, y'all. Just so busy. Next, I actually did make a couple of purchases from, I bought a couple of things from Give Me Glow Cosmetics. First things first, these giant magnetic palettes. I actually bought 2 of them. And I just want to show you guys how big these are. They are massive. So I specifically picked these up because I wanted to have a sort of central place for my Pretties for Your Face collection. So in this magnetic palette, and these retail for $20, I have my Pretties, well, most of my Pretties for Your Face eyeshadows. So look at that. It holds about 120. Love. Obsessed. And then in this one, I actually did pick up a couple of Give Me Glow shadows. So this bottom row, these 4 here is from the Dragon's Blood bundle. And then I can't remember the name of this bundle. And then I just picked some singles that I thought the colors were cute. Now these pan sizes are huge. I don't know how much Give Me Glow shadows I will really be purchasing because I don't like pan sizes that are this large. However, this shade, stunning. I already used these 4 shades and I really like them. Love this shade. I will have a picture of this on my Instagram if you want to see me wearing this. 100,000% recommend. But yeah, if you need a giant magnetic palette, Give Me Glow. And they're really cute. They actually have a blue tealish one as well as a brown one and a pastel one. So you can get so many different variations of this. I do want to buy more. They did have a sale where it was buy one get one free, so I'm hoping they bring it back soon so I can pick up at least 1 or 2 more of these. I also have some Terra Moon's eyeshadows that I ordered, but I don't know when they're gonna get here. They said that they shipped, so we'll see when they get here. I just didn't want to wait on them. So I will probably do just sort of a dedicated video with my Terra Moon's order when it comes in and do a sort of haul and try on for you guys. That's what I'll do. And then I have one last order, and that is from Rephr. So I picked up a couple of the Rephr storage container magnetic thingy-mabobs because I wanted to kind of redo the way in which I store my eyeshadow palettes, or some of my eyeshadow palettes. So I picked up component C and component D. Now let me show you guys what these look like. Okay, so first up we have component C. So you'll see that it is a palette storage container and it does decrease. So you have the first 4 that are like the exact same height, and then it plateaus down and it holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 palettes. So I am really looking forward to having this to store my eyeshadow palettes. And then I picked up component D, which is very similar to the previous one, except all of these are the same height, so it doesn't actually decrease. Now, if you have seen anything about these components before, you know that they are all magnetic, so it does stick together. There we go. So it will stick together, and you can get one giant component if you want to. Now, the reason why I picked this up is because right now, when I am preparing my makeup for the week, I like to pick out a set of eyeshadow palettes that I want to work with, and I put them into this little basket that I picked up from Shop Miss A, and I just have all of the eyeshadow palettes that I plan on using for the week. So you'll see that I have like my Notoriously Morbid, my what is this? House of Elle, some Sydney Grace. So these are the palettes that I was planning to focus on this week. And I thought that instead of having this basket, which does take up a lot of space on my desk, I could actually switch to one of these components, which, as you can see, size-wise is significantly smaller in terms of storage, and I can get rid of this basket. So in this basket, I picked up at Shop Miss A for $1.55. It is completely collapsible, but it does take up a lot of space on the desk. So I think that this is just a better way for me to store my palettes, like I said, it has 7 slots, so that's more than enough for the week because I really only use like 5 palettes for the week. And each of those components, I believe, was like $11. I did pick up one other component from Rephr, and this is the component E. So I got C, D, and E. And it says that this is the catch-all component. So I think it's actually a perfect name for this one because it really is just a giant empty container. So you can fit anything that you want in here. So I'm not sure how I'm going to use this one yet, but I like that it's just kind of like a giant empty space. Okay, so while I was on the Rephr website, you know that you can't shop from Rephr without buying a couple of brushes. So I did decide to pick up a brush bundle. I'm not sure what this one was called, but I thought you got a really, really good sort of set of brushes. So it comes with 3 eye brushes and 3 face brushes. So I think I'm most excited for this face brush, which is the number 22. I've been wanting this for a while. This is the giant bronzer brush. Look at that. It's just so pretty. So I am really, really looking forward to using this one. In addition to number 22, I also got number 24. Now I do have one of this already. It's a really great blush brush. So I've used it as blush before. It's also good for bronzer if you like a more precise application. And number 4, again, this is a really nice blush brush. It's a little bit on the smaller side, but I do believe I have this one already as well. In terms of the eye brushes, you get these 3. So these 2 are really good for packing shadow onto the lid. This one you can use to blend out as well. And then you get a really nice pencil brush, which I think is perfect for detailed work or for, you know, doing your waterline. So you can never really have too many Rephr brushes. These just work so well, and they're really great and affordable for, you know, natural haired brushes. Okay, and the last item from this haul is another Rephr item. Well, yeah, of course. It is the Rephr Hydration Cream. This is their moisturizer that they just released. I got this for free. I believe the promotion to try their new cream has ended, but they were basically doing a promotion where you pay whatever you want for this moisturizer. So you could pay $0. So this is actually my second free moisturizer from Rephr. So I really enjoy it. I've been using the other one almost every day. I think it's really lightweight. I think it sinks into the skin really well. If you have oily skin, I think that you will really enjoy this because it doesn't sit on top of the skin and it doesn't make you feel more oily. So if you're looking for a good moisturizer, I would definitely recommend that one. I don't know what it's going to be priced at because that promotion was going on, like I said, but we'll see. Okay, and that's it. Those are all of the items that I hauled for Memorial Day weekend sales. You guys know you'll definitely be seeing these in future videos. So if you want to see me use these products, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed it. Share with a friend if you think they'll like the content. And as always, thank you all so very much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!